What's up, YouTube? So today I'm going to show you how to pull the screen off of an iPhone 15 without breaking it. I am doing a screen replacement, customer requested, genuine Apple. This is the only one that I have. So yeah, we're going to get this screen onto there. This would also be beneficial if you're trying to replace this antenna, or no, I'm sorry, this antenna. If you're trying to replace this flex, which does this, I forget what it does off the top of my head. But yeah, it's not that difficult. Involves a couple of tools, which would be an iFixit Jimmy, a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, 91 or 99%, and a little bit of heat, and some patience. So we're going to start by heating up the screen for a few seconds. You can use a hairdryer. It's sufficiently warm. I can hold my palm on there for a few seconds, but you start it out just like that. You ideally want to have something with a curved opening tool as opposed to something like this. You're far more likely to damage the OLED or crack the glass using something like this, whereas this is able to disperse the pressure over a wider area. We're then going to come in with our 91 or 99% isopropyl alcohol. And I sort of start in the center. If you need to warm it up, totally do that. And you're not doing it all at once. So as you can see, I went sort of center, then left, then right. And if it cools down, just warm it up again. And there's the first. And so I'll do this again on the other side. But really what you're doing is you're not doing it all the way. So you're almost going to like maybe 30%, and then do center 30%, left, right 30%, and then sort of move on to the next. You can go just a little bit further. Usually when I put my tool in, I'll go in the center because you have a little bit more flex. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to just pause and let the screen just lift up on its own. Instead of going with a cutting motion, I like to go with a sort of twisting motion. So you don't want to, you can only open the screen so far. If I use this as a yardstick, I'm trying to think. Using this as a yardstick, yeah, you probably don't want to open it more than the length of this. Like this is a perfect amount. And then keep in mind, I'll try to get this in frame. Your flex, as you can see right here, is on this side. And our flex is about right here. So if our volume buttons are right here, you can see our flex is about just around halfway in the middle of this antenna band. We're then going to sort of nudge it left and right. If you can heat it up if you like. I sort of just wiggle it left and right. Sometimes the adhesive will come up, but just like that. As far as removing the screen, we're just going to use a metal spudger. Our screen is off. You want to use very light pressure because you don't want to accidentally slip and then dent your screen. Now I got to transfer this flex over. You can do this in sections. The alcohol really helps with using not as much heat, because if you do use too much heat, it is possible that you can essentially burn the OLED. It gets this yellow tint. Yeah, don't do that. You can sort of lift up gently, and the adhesive that it's held down with just gives way. Put our flex back on. Put our bracket back on. So it's not a bad idea to sort of use some sort of shielding. Just be very gentle putting that in. This is less of an issue with Philips and much more of an issue with some of the other models where you're using a tri-wing. I have damaged many screens. Not many, it's just in the years that I've been doing this, I've accidentally damaged screens.